friends, my name is Kim. Welcome back to Healing Place Cottage. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a recipe that I saw online many times, and it has been cold here the past week, and so it sounded good to me, and it is similar to Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana, and it's just named Easy Zuppa Toscana. So we're going to start by browning some bacon. It says to give your bacon a head start. I use pre-cooked bacon, so mine already has a head start. So I'm just going to cut this up and put in my heated pan. And then we're going to add our smoked sauce, or not smoked sauce, Italian sausage. I got mild. You can use whichever kind you like. This calls for 5 strips of bacon. And so since that's already started cooking, I will go ahead and add my sausage. And while that's cooking, we'll go ahead and prepare our other ingredients. It calls for 1 diced onion. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion. I'm pretty close to being done with the sausage and bacon, and mine is not producing a large amount of fat. It says that if it produces a lot of fat, you can go ahead and drain that, but leave a couple of spoonfuls because it adds flavor to the soup. And so far, mine doesn't even have a spoonful, so I think that we'll be fine to go ahead and add our onion and our garlic. It does call for 5 cloves of garlic. It calls for 4 red potatoes diced. We're going to add our 4 potatoes. And if I haven't mentioned it previously, or I forget to mention it, I always put the recipe and the nutrition facts in the show notes. Seems like a lot of meat to potato ratio. I think I'm going to cut 1 or 2 more because my potatoes were pretty small. That feels better. And so it says to add 2 cups of chicken broth. We'll add 4 cups of water. And then Italian seasoning. It says 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I think that's about 1/4 teaspoon. And we'll go ahead and let those potatoes cook. It says add the chicken broth, water, potatoes, and Italian seasoning. Increase the heat to high and bring the soup to a boil. Then reduce to medium-low heat to simmer. Cook for 10 to 15 minutes or until the potatoes are tender. So we will let this, mine is on high, and we will let this come up to a boil and then reduce the heat and bring to a simmer. Okay, our potatoes should be tender, and now we are adding 1 cup of heavy cream. In there. I think that's probably a cup. And it calls for a small bunch of kale. I don't have kale, but I have spinach. So I'm going to add spinach. it says to cook for 5 minutes until the kale is softened, which won't take that long with spinach, but we'll let that cream come up to temperature. It also says to salt and pepper to taste. I have tasted it and I don't think that it needs salt and pepper. I think that there's plenty of seasoning with the Italian seasoning and with that Italian sausage. So I'm gonna go ahead and dish up some of this soup. And we'll give it a taste. Try and get a little bit of everything in one bite. I was wrong, that could use salt. So it's a soup that you have to taste after to make sure that if you need salt or not. But it's delicious other than that, other than missing the salt. I can taste the Italian seasoning. The spinach is really good. The potato is tender. The sausage, I got mild sausage. If you got spicy sausage, that would be nice too if you like a little bit of a kick. If you get the mild sausage and you want to add a little bit of a kick, you could add a little crushed red pepper to it, and that would be good. But I think it's very good. It's very nice for a winter day, and I think that you'll enjoy it. So for a serving, and this says that it makes 6 servings. So a serving is a really big bowl. I would not eat a 1/6 of that soup in one sitting. But if you do, it's 669 calories. It does have 45 grams of carbohydrates, but it also has 5 grams of fiber. So it's at that 45 grams, which is our max for what we like to do to be diabetic friendly, but also has 5 grams of fiber. So it is not bad at all to hit that 45 grams mark when we're looking at diabetic friendly recipes. So it does have 20 grams of protein. It does have 40 grams of fat. So it is high in fat. It's not as good for our cholesterol, although cholesterol is only 116 milligrams. And if you like this recipe, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Healing Place Cottage, or you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I post diabetic friendly recipes every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Oftentimes they are low carb. Today we are not low carb, but I don't think that we're in danger with being at that 45 milligram limit that we try to stay to. I hope you enjoyed this time together, and I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care, friends.